Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today I'm doing my low buy haul part 1 of 2023. Now if you're not familiar with this series that I do on my channel, basically every 3 months I talk about all the makeup that I have purchased, received in PR, all of that stuff, and just talk about the products and haul them and maybe some reviews. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically my way to document how much makeup I have taken into my collection and just to kind of talk about some newer products to me. Some of these products I've owned for longer than others, and I'm gonna say this is probably the smallest low buy haul I've ever done. I've honestly not bought that much makeup so far in 2023, and honestly it's mostly because we're having a cost of living crisis in the UK, which is brilliant. But also there's just not been many things that I have been wanting to bring in. PR-wise, I have one very bizarre, weird thing to show you. We'll talk about that towards the end because it's just bizarre. But everything else I have purchased, so let's get right on into it, shall we? So the first makeup purchase I made in 2023 is kind of a boring one. I mean, not boring to me, but kind of boring to show. I bought some lashes from Lash Filter. They are my favourite lash brand, or one of my favourite lash brands. They're a UK-based indie brand and I really, really love their lashes, so I had to stock up on a few. We have the style Foxy, which are really, really fluffy. I repurchased one of my favourite pairs of lashes. These are, what are they called? Baby Feline. My new favourite pair are these ones. They're called 50/50 and they're basically like a wispier version of Baby Feline, and they are half lashes. I always say that if you're new to lashes or you want to find a lash that's just easier to apply, go for half lashes or buy a cheap pair of lashes and then cut them in half. So much easier to do and they give a really nice cat eye shape. So those were the 3 lashes I bought, and then they added a free gift with purchase. Lash Filter always adds a free extra pair of lashes or some extra goodie, which is so sweet to me. I love it. It's so wholesome, and it's actually this style that I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is the style MMA. These are also part of their winged lash line, and I really like these. They're really, really pretty and just winged out and fluttery. The lashes that I like to wear are either spiky or fluttery. Okay, the first actual makeup product purchase I made was my first time trying Rare Beauty. I placed a mini little order because Rare Beauty is now at SkyeTheCloud in the UK. Yeah, I got a few goodies, so let's talk about, I love these products, man, so much. Let's talk about the blush first. This is their Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in the shade Joy. I know I'm late to the party with these blushes, but oh my god, I completely understand the hype of these. I love the packaging as well. It's just so sleek and beautiful, and the lid is really nice to hold, easy to screw off and all that. It's got a doe foot applicator, and this is the most pigmented blush in my collection, and that's saying something because I love a pigmented blush. You literally need the tiniest amount. I basically just use one dip in this for both cheeks, and even then I only apply a small amount and build on top of it. This formula, I believe they have a matte version and a dewy version. I think this is the dewier version. This formula blends effortlessly. It's so pigmented, but it melts into your cheeks so lovely. Even on top of powdered skin, I always apply my cream and liquid blushes on top of powdered skin because I have oily skin and I always powder my skin first. I know you're not meant to, but it's how I do it, so sue me. But this works beautifully on top of powdered skin. It doesn't lift my base at all. This color is the most beautiful, bright peach, I would say. It looks like more of a coral, but I would say it is more of a really intense peach on the cheeks. And because of how pigmented these are, I can see a lot of these shades working for pretty much every different skin tone. And even though I have oily skin, these have no issue lasting on my cheeks. They last all day. Honestly, I love this blush. It's one of my favourite blushes in my collection and I want more shades. Also, when I placed my order, they did give me a little sample sachet of the other blushes, and Joy is in here as well, but there's also the shade Bliss, which I definitely am gonna be buying. It's just so pretty. And I also bought 2 lip products from them, so let's talk about their Kind Words lipstick. This is in the shade Wise, and I love the packaging. You click it up and out. I love that so much. And this is the shade right here. It's just kind of like a neutral brown. It's definitely like a true neutral. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. I really like this formula. It is a matte formula and it feels like, it reminds me a lot of the MAC like matte lipsticks. I remember I used to have some of those way back in the day, like back when I wasn't cruelty free with my makeup. But these remind me a lot of those formula. It's a really comfortable matte lipstick. It's not super drying. Like I would say that the Oden's Eye Velvet lipsticks are more matte and they last a bit longer. This is like your average matte lipstick. So take that with what you will, but I really like this formula. It's comfortable on the lips, it's not super drying, it lasts really nicely, and it's very easy to reapply, and the bullet, I feel fancy anytime I use it, and the colour is so gorgeous. This product, I cannot express how much I love this one. I think this and the blush are my favourite, like, bits from Rare Beauty. And this is their Glossy Lip Balm. I think it's the Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm, and this is in the shade Nearly Neutral. I keep calling this Nearly Natural, because I get it confused with the Glaminatrix, like, eyeshadow palette, because their names are so similar. But this is a glossy lip balm, and let me tell you, it is stunning. I will say the only thing I dislike about this is the wand. It's kind of like a cone shape, like there's no flat edge to it, which makes it kind of annoying to apply. Like, I like the point to it, but there is no flat edge, so I'm just like, it's a bit awkward to apply. But this is such fantastic tinted, luxurious lip balm. It has beautiful lasting power and it feels so plush on the lips and it hydrates your lips so much. Like, truly, I love reapplying this. Like, obviously because it's a lip balm, it does wear off, like with eating and drinking. That's what you expect with the nature of this product, but it is so hydrating and the tone of it is the most beautiful brown neutral on me, and I love it so much. I can't get enough of it. I feel like these glossy lip balms are so underrated. Like, not enough people talk about them, and I'm here to say that, like, they're so fucking worth it. They are so, so worth it. I love it. And also I love the packaging of Rare Beauty's, like, lip products, how they're flat on one side. Like, they don't roll off your desk. Genius. Yeah, I have become a bit of a stan for Rare Beauty and I want to try more so, so bad. I know they also came out with, like, lip oils, which the packaging looks like their blushes, but skinnier and, like, kind of like this. It's like if these two had a baby, and I think they are they're not only tinted, they also, like, leave a stain on your lips. I am waiting to try it. They have a shade called Honesty, and I was so tempted to buy it, but then I looked on Space NK and it was sold out, so Space NK made the decision for me. Now, the first eyeshadow palette purchase I made, well, technically this is not a palette, it is a bundle of shades, and it's the Dandelions Co and Basket Case Beauty Frog and Lotus bundle. Now, my friend Lee collabed with Dandelions Co to curate this bundle, and Lee is one of my dearest friends in the community. I love them so, so much. Like, I can't express how incredible they are. And I've never tried Dandelions Co before this bundle, so I thought, look, I get to support my friend, it's a beautiful colour story, and I get to try a brand that I've been wanting to try for years, because Dandelions Co, like, DLC have been on my radar for so long, but I never thought to buy from them, and now I have. These shades are all available individually, but you can buy them as a bundle, and you do get a little bit of saving, I believe. And you can use Lee's code as well to save a bit more money. But yeah, this bundle includes 9 mattes and 3 shimmers. My favourite shimmer is this one called Cthulhu. It's quite sparkly and, like, deep. I love it. The other 2 shimmers, I'll be honest, not my favourite, although I do like this shade for a highlight sometimes, if I want, like, a subtle blue. You know what I'm saying? But the matte shades, holy shit. I believe in the DLC matte shadow supremacy. I understand why they are so highly raved about, because these mattes are so buttery soft, really fucking pigmented, and if you don't like kick up in the pan and fall out on your cheeks, you might not like these that much, but these mattes are so effortless to use, and they're just so pigmented and stunning, and they last all day on my eyes, no issue with wear time, and I have oily eyelids, and their tones are so unique. Like, I have really been enjoying playing with this and pairing it with some of the shimmer singles in my collection. And I know Dandelions Co have like released or sneak peeked their like spring mattes like lineup, and I would be so interested in trying out some of those because like I love a pastel. I do, I really do. So I'm so happy that I got to support Lee and try DLC, because now like I have found like a brand where I can buy beautiful single shadows from, beautiful matte singles. All right, the first pre-built palette that I bought this year, and I had to. I don't think this is available anymore, and it makes me really sad that these were so limited edition, but it's the Odin's Eye and Makeup Just for Fun Flora Story palette. This palette, bruh, this is fairy vibes in a palette. It is so beautiful. It was limited edition. Again, I don't know if it's still available. Beautiful sage green like tones with a pop of purple. The shimmers in here are beautiful. I love the matte selection. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. I'm wearing Misty and Dawn. Dawn is such a gorgeous multi-chrome. This reminds me a lot of Flaming Galar from the You Beauty palette. Yeah, as soon as Odin's Eye showed off this palette, I knew I had to get it. I literally, it launched on Valentine's Day, and I remember I was out with my boyfriend for lunch, and I had my timer went off, and I was like, sorry babe, one moment babe, I have to place an order. I am really enjoying this, and I did ask on my Instagram stories if you'd like to see like a 2 looks plus review with this one. I have played with it quite a bit. I know I did film like 1 look with it, but I think I accidentally deleted the footage, so oopsie. And even though this palette isn't available, would you guys still like to see me do a 2 looks plus review with it? I know a lot of people did want to see it, but I want to like double check on YouTube as well, because I always feel a bit iffy like doing content with palettes that aren't available anymore. But you know, maybe I'll give you some inspiration on to play with these kind of tones within your own collection. But yeah, so far I've been really loving it, and I hadn't bought from Odin's Eye in years, purely because like not many other palettes really spoke to me, but this one really does. Oh, it's so stunning. Odin's Eye's like vibes are just everything to me. I'm just in love, and this is just, I would display this. Like if I had like a shelving unit or something behind me, like this would go on my shelf, because like look, doesn't that suit everything, fam? So cute. All right, I have some single shadows to talk about as well. So I have 3 shadows from Terra Moons that my beautiful friend Katie got for me for my birthday, and I love them so much. I'm gonna show you them right now. So the first shade right here is called Hyperspace. Oh my god, you can see the shift there. It is a magnificent like deep purple with magenta sparkles, and it shifts to like a bright green. Like, I need to get one of those magnet like tools. I know Gina, Faces by Gina has one, how she holds like her shadows like with the stick, because I feel like I'm scared that I'm gonna dip my fingies in this when I'm showing it to you. But that shift is truly stunning. I don't have anything like this in my collection. Like, I typically don't have many grungy dark shades, but I like to have a few dotted here and there for the occasional time that I want to dip into them. The next shade she got me is the shade Kazar. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not too sure. This one isn't as like magical shifty as Hyperspace, but okay, my cup of tea is like right underneath the shadow. Let me just move that. I don't want to drop this in my cup of tea, but I love this like cool green like with the pink shine. I don't know, for some reason this shade always calls to me, and I feel like I could have used this in like my look today. I feel like it would have matched really nicely, but I did just want to use Flora Story. And the last shade Katie got for me, and this is one of my new favourite iridescents. I also have another favourite iridescent that I'll talk about in a second, but this one, oh, I can't express. This is Sublunar. Now this is essentially like the cosmos, but transparent. So it has all the shifts of the cosmos. It has green, pink, blue, like orange, and you can see the dip I have in it already. It is just so magnificent. It's such a magnificent iridescent. So incredibly like flaky and shifty on the eyes. Like, I love layering that shade on top of other things, and Thank you so much, Katie, for getting those shadows for my birthday. I love you very much. I'll link all the people that I talk about down below as well. Katie, Freddie.Makeuppery, is an amazing human being. The last singles I have to mention are from Shine by SD, and what a great way to hold them. They are from the Earthborn collection that Seeking Shifts did with Shine by SD. Riley, I did a video using the Basket Case Beauty and Seeking Shifts collabs in one, so if you want to see me play around with them, that video is the one to watch. But yeah, I got 3 shades. I wish I got the bundle, but I'm not rich. But the shades that I got are Verdigris. This is a stunning, like, grey base with a green shift, and it's got pink in it as well. We know how I feel about pink and green paired together, and this shade is just, ugh. Or as I also like to call it, vidigrous. It is vidigrous. And then I got 2 iridescents from the collection because of fucking course I did. So the first one I got is Nacre, and this is just a really smooth, like, how do I describe it? It's got gold, green, like yellow shifts in it. It reminds me like if Terra Moon's Lightyear and Saturn's Rings had a baby, it would be Nacre. And it is really smooth and like shifty. Like, it's sparkly, but not as like, it's a lot more smoother. It is really stunning and beautiful. I've used that shade as a highlight many times. And my favourite shade of the 3, my other favourite iridescent along with Subluna, say it with me, Ice Blink. This is actually fucking ridiculous. Do you see, like, with the out of focus, how intensely sparkly that is? Like, this has obviously a transparent base because it's an iridescent, but it has like pink, peach, orange, gold, like silver, blue. It has everything in it, and it is ridiculously sparkly. Truly, I have not, like, this is probably the sparkliest shadow I own, and that's saying something. I have loved using this shade as a face highlight. This shade is everything to me. I cannot express how much I love Ice Blink. Riley, if you're watching this video, bestie, please make this into a highlight sized pan. Please ask Shine by SD to do that, because I need more. I love Ice Blink. This is an Ice Blink stan channel. I have used it in so many looks of mine lately that, like, even when I've gone to work, I've just smattered it all over the lid. It's beautiful to layer on top of the other things. Oh, I love Ice Blink. Alright, to balance things out with excitement and non-excitement, a boring purchase is my mascara repurchase. This is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. It's my favourite mascara. Not much to say. I have crap eyelashes. Like, they're not long and they're kind of like sparse. But I like this mascara. It volumizes, it lengthens. It's nice. I've repurchased this many times, but yeah. I only ever have one mascara opened at a time, and it's right. It's a mascara. What more is there to say? I placed another Blend Bunny order, and they were doing like a sale on their lashes, and of course I used a discount code on top of everything. So I bought 2 pairs of lashes, and these are so stunning. So we have the Saint and Vixen lashes. Saint are one of my like new favorites. They are very like crisscross and like kind of cut into V's, the spiky lashes of my dreams. I love this style. The lash band is nice and flexible, very easy to apply. Love these. I think Blend Bunny lashes and lash filter, my favorite lashes. And I wanted to feel like a bitch, so I also got the Vixen lashes. Now these are fucking huge. I have not trimmed them, as you can tell. But these lashes are so big. They're basically like a more intense version of Saint. Like, Saint is like everyday. Vixen is like bitch. I cannot wait to use these. I feel like they're gonna be humongous. They might be too big for my eyes, but at the same time, some looks just need that. And the most exciting part of my Blend Bunny order, I did get a palette. I got Lure. I had to. I was feeling cheeky and I couldn't stop thinking about this palette since they released it. And it is just me in a palette. I love it so much. I love the way Blend Bunny organizes her palettes. I love the greens, the purples, the aquas and pinks, along with these browns all together. This shade Pearl is a ridiculous duochrome. I love it so much. I do have a first impression and swatches video coming. It's probably gonna be my next video with this palette, but so far, fam, I fucking love Blend Bunny's formula. Their mattes are my favorite mattes, and they're just so easy to work with, buttery smooth. Even though I probably have these tones in my collection, I don't care because it's Blend Bunny, and this palette just makes me so, so happy. I'm so happy I own this. Oh my gosh. Right, so let's talk about the PR packages that I got. Now this requires a little bit of a story, so buckle in. So last year I got on Colourpop's PR list, like early last year, and I was so excited because I was like, okay, I hadn't tried Colourpop in years, I want to give them another chance, and you know, if they want to add me to their PR list, fucking great, like, you know, they're one of the biggest makeup brands, like I felt so honoured to be on their PR list, and they would send packages every single month. And they did a collaboration with Harry Potter, a licensed collaboration. Now, I'm not going to delve too in depth on it because I like to make my channel a safe space, a safe, happy space, but as a transgender person, seeing brands, especially like the biggest makeup brand, do a licensed Harry Potter collab with the queen of all transphobes, J.K. Rowling, it's just a bit of a slap in the fucking face. I understand that Harry Potter is a beloved IP, but to me, if you're a brand that claims to support trans people, trans creators, queer creators, all of that, don't fucking collab with a transphobe. What are you doing? When I thought that they made genuine changes, they just proved again that they just don't give a fuck. And that's business, baby, unfortunately, but it doesn't have to be that way. There are so many other things you could do. Anyway, so in light of that, I emailed Colourpop and was like, take me off your PR list. I took myself off because I do not want to support a brand that thinks that that's okay. And there are so many other issues with Colourpop that like I just don't want to support them anymore. And of course that's my personal preference. I'm not telling y'all how to spend your money or what have you, like I don't care. But for me, I just didn't want to. So I emailed them, I told them how I felt about the Harry Potter collab. After that, I didn't get a response. They didn't block me or anything, they just never responded, and they didn't send me any packages. Now bear in mind, they would send packages every month, so the fact that I didn't get any, I was like, great, I'm off the list. Tell me why on Trans Day of Visibility, which was a couple days ago when I'm recording this, I come home to 2 Colourpop PR packages. I don't know if their systems changed or what have you, maybe, because I don't know, but they sent me a couple of packages and I was just like, huh? What? I was so confused. And the fact that they both arrived on Trans Day of Visibility was just a bit of like an extra like, I'm gonna send Colourpop another email to tell them, hey, can you like delete my address please? Because I don't really want you to have it anymore and I really don't want any more stuff from them. And they sent me their Avatar Part 2 collection, the Legend of Korra collection I believe it's called, and their shadow sticks. So already I don't have any ties with Avatar and I also don't use shadow sticks. So in my handy dandy little bucket that I've got right here, I've got all these goodies from them that I am just gonna give to friends and co-workers. They sent me their entire shadow stick collection. I gave a lot of them to my mum because those are the types of products my mum loves. She loves one and done eyeshadows, and her current shadow sticks, like they're really old from Clinique, are so dried up, so I was like, Mum, here's some fresh ones. And in the Avatar collection, like I'll just quickly show you because I mean I have them, may as well. 2 eyeliners came with them, and to be fair, the colours, I like looked at the colours. This one is like the same colour as the packaging. It's like a light blue. It's really nice. And this one's like a burgundy. Pretty colours, but I just don't need them. And they also sent over the Fresh Kiss, like, what are they? The lip creams. And I don't like this formula, so easy pass to friends. Now I will say that with the entire thing, I just looked through and saw if there's anything that might be interesting that I might want to keep, because I mean, I may as well. It's here. I've got it, maybe I'll like something. And in the Avatar collection, they also had these liquid shadows, these liquid multichromes. I believe this is Colourpop's first time doing multichromes, and they did one for each of the elements. These two right here, the water and the earth, and these are shades that I already have in my collection, so I was like, I'm just not gonna bother opening them. But I did open the fire and air, because these are shades that I don't have in my collection. If I can hold them up. I don't have these sorts of multichromes, and I thought, you know what, they're here, I may as well try them, use them, and yeah, like that fire one, I love the shift of it. Like, it's so cool. I also decided to keep the Super Shock highlight that came in this line. This is the shade Spirit Winds. The packaging is such a bitch to open. But this is what it looks like. It's like a marbled Super Shock, and if you know me, if you watch my channel for quite a bit, you'll know that the like Super Shock that came in their first Avatar collection, Moon Peach, this is my favourite highlighter, so wanted to have another. And I also decided to keep the palette. This is the Legend of Korra like palette. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't swatched it or touched it yet. The colour story is really pretty. I think they actually like improved since the first one. Like, I prefer this colour story a lot more. It is a glorified rainbow palette, let's be real. I'm gonna keep it. If I don't end up touching it or using it much, then I will probably give it to one of my friends. But I was like, you know what, it's pretty, maybe I'll try it, maybe not. This is the one thing that I will probably like add to my like, little giveaway box of goodies. But yeah, I'll definitely like keep the liquid shadows and the highlight, like 100%. But yeah, I just thought that that was kind of a funny thing to share, and don't worry, all of the products that like they sent over, they are gonna go to good homes. But anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know, what are some recent things that you have purchased on your low buy haul? And if there's any like content you want to see with any of the products that I have shown you. I know that I have a Blend Bunny like first impressions with the Lure palette going up. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then you can follow me on my Instagram. It's faerie.skye right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. And if you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Dandelions Co. We are a small queer-owned business based in the UK, and we make handmade candles and wax melts. The link to shop will be down below, along with our social media if you'd like to support us. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.